Hey guys, welcome back. I went up on the spray booth just now and grabbed the last 4 monitors that were up there. Here they are. They're 3 of them are from Poker Machines. The 4th one is a 4600 from a Pac-Man. I'm going to be ordering more transistors for that one, but I'm waiting until this weekend to place an order to make sure I don't need any other parts. I'm going to order another bunch of parts from Arcade Parts and Repair, so I just want to make sure I go through everything possible before I place another order, because I got to keep paying shipping every time I place an order. So I want to test these monitors down here. One of them says bad on it. Now these have touch screens on the front of them. That does not matter one bit. You can totally take those off, and the monitor is just a normal monitor underneath. So this one has a touch screen on it. So there's a Velcro box on the side here, okay? This is all touch screen only, okay? And just cut that brown wire. This has nothing to do with the monitor itself. Sometimes they tape the shit out of these things and they're hard to get off. It's got the typical screen burn in it. It honestly looks like the same screen burn as that game over there, that poker game. But yeah, you just gotta clean the tape off and crap. But let's test some of these and see if they do anything. I think some of them do. I don't know. I bought like a dozen of these from a guy years ago, and I just brought them home. Excuse me. I never tested them. I just bought them all, threw them up in my up in the spray booth up there. I feel like I'm finally getting towards the end of these things, which is nice. I'm happy about that. This one actually has a plug on it because this has a built-in isolation transformer. So we could just plug that into the wall. Doesn't really matter. You can run an isolation transformer on them. It will not hurt it one bit. It is warm out today. I'm sweating, especially being up there, crawling around, getting those out of there. So let's power this on. Didn't hear anything at all. Is it plugged in? It's not plugged in. There it goes. I just heard it fire up. So let's turn on the game. Okay. Got a sync issue, which is not a big deal. There's no vertical hold on this one. Contrast bright, H position, horizontal size, vertical position. Horizontal. Don't know what that says. Looks like we got a lot of red going on too. Oh, here we go. Vertical linear. Come on. Ouch. They have a special made yoke connector. Interesting. Is there not a vertical hold? What's going on here? I wonder if I need to switch to the other wire here. I might just be missing the dial somewhere. I'm a little confused here. I mean, you can go full, get it pretty much full screen, but I can't get the damn, can't get the vertically sync. There's gotta be something somewhere. Oh, there's a button here. What's that do? This will not sync. Maybe it only uses one of the two sync wires. There we go. Only uses one of the sync wires. All right. Vertical size. Red is cranked like a son of a bitch. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture. Absolutely beautiful. Maybe a green can come up here. There we go. All right, that's one. I'm gonna have to write down about the sink wire. I have it hooked up right now to HS. Hearing a little bit of a squeal. Okay. That is a nice looking picture. Beautiful. Looks like that's as wide as it goes, unless there's a width coil. I don't think there is. Okay, we're gonna leave it there. One down, one working. Let me unplug this one and get the next one over here. Same exact monitor. So the sink should be identical. I forgot to show you that adapter. I'll show it to you after. No, where'd my piece go? Oh. So we got to hook up to the high, the HS. Lower this camera down a little bit. Man, every one of these I turn on is like red as red gets. It's synced up right away. Oh, I'm sore. All right, size, position. Yeah, they all look to be about that. They have about 3/4 of an inch on each side. All right, vertical size, and then position. Bring it up some. Right there looks good. Yeah, red's cranked on all these for some reason. Hit a little bit of green. There we go. Check our contrast, brightness. Another extremely good looking monitor. I'm glad I bought these things. I paid $25 a piece for these monitors when I bought them. And I'll bet you they'll all work on a K7000. I don't even know what these are. I don't know. But whatever. So another one that looks great. HS Sync. SYNC. Okay, let me show you these this weird coil, or this weird this guy. So somebody made these adapters, it looks like, that goes from this coil and then it plugs into that down there. Pretty odd. Never saw those before, to be honest with you. But yeah, this one dialed right in. So look at that. All right, let me grab the next one. The next one is labeled bad. They're Hap Vision Pro, right here. Vision Pro, and then they're made by Hap. So these are a fairly newer monitor. I don't know. Let me know what you guys know about these. Are they a decent monitor or not? All right. This one's got a really zero burn screen. So it'd be really nice to get this working. Probably just have to take this chassis off, keep this chassis for parts, because clearly we have a couple other ones. Let's turn it on just to see. I mean, it was definitely had a label on it saying bad. But what does that mean by bad? Does it just not turn on? Or does it look like shit? Another Vision Pro. Actually, no, this is not a Vision Pro. This is, I don't know, it's the same chassis, it looks like. Yeah, it just doesn't say Vision Pro on it. I don't know. All right, let me plug in the monitor, see if anything happens. Maybe I'll get lucky and it'll turn on. Turned on. I hear it. I hear some clicking. Green screen. And some clicking. You know what? I think I'm hearing clicking under that anode cup. Ooh, that's got some serious freaking power. That was a good one. Well, it's in correctly. That one actually gave me just a tiny bit of a shock, even with the rubber handle. That was impressive. It didn't hurt or anything like that. It just was a little disturbing. I don't know why it's making that clicking sound. I don't know. I mean, it clearly has high voltage. I just don't know what that noise is. This one doesn't have an adapter for the yoke wire. Okay, so it's not displaying picture at all. Could be a cold solder joint. Oh, I literally just pushed on the frame a little bit and it turned off. I didn't even push hard. It's not like it bottomed out or anything on the metal. So yeah, there's no, something's wrong with it. All right, let's take a yoke reading on it. Probably should discharge this thing, get zapped again. I'll leave the anode cup on. Just wanted to get rid of some of that power in there before I disconnect the yoke. Now, if I were to take a guess, I'm going to say that it's going to be 2.5 to 2.9 on the red and blue, and then I'm going to say 11 to 14 on the green and yellow. That's my guess. Let's see if I'm right or wrong. Let's see if you guys can see that. I could zoom in here if I need to. Oh, it looks like you can see it. Good, actually. Okay, so let's do the red and blue. .1, 2.2. K7000. Another K7000 chassis would work on this, and this is probably a 7-pin because they made a 7 and a 9. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pin. So this needs a K7000. So I'm going to write that. Saying that it doesn't work. Needs K7000. 2.1. And what was the other one? 13.4 or something like that? 13.4. Chassis for parts. Because clearly the flyback works, I believe, unless I killed it. I literally just pushed down like this little bit right here just to see what would happen. I was actually right here on this plug and it went out. There is a little fuse here, but it doesn't look blown. But all right, put this one off to the side. We'll grab that 4600. It's got Pac-Man burn, but it's not as bad as most that you see. All right. So we need to sync the two wires together again because this is going to require a dual. So if you look here, you sync these last two together. They do it from the factory with a loop. Don't know if this one works at all. Came out of a Pac-Man at one point in its life. That's about all I know about it. I didn't even know I had this up there. I didn't even know there was another 4600 laying around. Oh, the parts chassis that we just tested. Ouch. The transistors in the neck board are different than that other one in the other cabinet. I was kind of hoping that it would work. Did that turn on? Yes, it did. All right. Okay. Flyback's bright. I have this thing laying on its side. I can't really see what's what. The screen is huge. It's gonna keep rolling on us probably. The video card probably needs some work. Probably needs a cap kit. It's gonna lock in, but it'll probably start moving again. Okay, we got a brightness here, or focus rather. Okay, it came into focus pretty good. And there it goes again. She's a rolling. I forgot where the, there it is. No, it's not it. Yes, that's it, no? Boy, doesn't that get dark? The screen control's all the way down, and it's still bright. Can't see shit. Oh. I forgot what the blue dial does on the video card. Apparently nothing. Turned the damn thing both ways, it didn't do shit. Screen is off. The top is showing on the bottom. It's freaking bright and I can't get it to go any darker because these 4600 flybacks do not have a brightness dial on them. It's on the neck board. I thought it was also, you know, what's this dial do? I think this is B+. This is my B+. Or is that my dark? I don't freaking remember. But it definitely helped. So now we can turn the neck board up a little bit. I need to set this down normal. I think that back dial's the B plus. I don't remember. Should probably look it up. I don't remember. And do 4600s not have a width coil? I don't see one. Oh yeah, duh. They're on the side of the frame. Let me turn this off. And the width coil's cracked, like every 4600. I wonder if they remake these. Probably will not be able to turn this thing at all. It's spinning freely, easily. No idea if I'm making it smaller or bigger. I think I'm making it bigger. Let's turn it on and see. It's upside down, but yeah. I think I made it bigger. I actually, when these things break, if they still work, I take some hot glue and I put it where the plastic cracks, and it seems to work, seems to hold it. Yeah, this width coil design was probably one of the dumbest. And the other thing is the other weird thing about these monitors is the yoke wires. There's actually terminals on the top of the tube, and they're labeled red, green, and then R and or Y and R. I'm sorry, B, G, Y, R. And those are the colors of your connector. Did it get any wider? I think so. Can't tell, maybe not. You know what? I think I am going the wrong way. All right, let me pause this for a minute, spin it the other direction. All right, got it a lot better. I think this, I need to look up what that blue dial does because it's clearly doing absolutely nothing. Okay. Kind of looks like shit. It's like everything's kind of washed out. Looks to have really old capacitors in it. I'm going to say that the video cards need some reflowing. Picture just doesn't have the crisp look that it should. It's like the reds are purple. Give me a couple minutes, I'm gonna screw with it a little bit. All right, I wanna check the B plus voltage. That back dial is for B plus. So let's see where we're at. So basically we need to ground the black lead to the frame, and then we're gonna grab the blue wire. You could take it off the transistor, or you could take it off this top lead of the ceramic resistor. 129.4. I believe it needs to be set at 127. So let's try turning it down a hair. 128.2. Problem is making it brighter. 126.7. 127.1. So B plus is set right. Red's high. It just has a real washed out look to it right now. That's all the way down on the brightness dial. The hell? There's a little red there, but I don't remember that being as purple as it is, but it could have been. But yeah, it definitely doesn't look real good. I'm gonna go ahead and label this as, definitely could use a cap kit. You know what I forgot to look up? I need to see what that blue dial does. I'm sure somebody that's familiar with these knows. I forget. And it's not doing anything at all. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna write down that it needs a cap kit, a reflow, and it might need a tube rejuve. The image is upside down. It might just be degaussing, to be honest with you, because this side looks good and that side looks like shit. So it might just be this monitor in this spot. Let me see if I can move it around a little bit real quick. That's what it is. I rotated it and it's starting to look better, but it definitely needs some work. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna write cap kit reflow. It's got a little bit of a jumping around. We have a horrible curl right here. So yeah, it definitely needs some work. So, but it works. I mean, another one working. So I came back to this monitor that doesn't work, and I said it needs a K7000 chassis. And I was looking at this closely, and there is a chip on here that somebody has socketed on the board, okay? It's an LM1205N. I know I have one of these because I have another one of these boards. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know, I wonder if that chip is bad. So I grounded out the one leg, and look. So chances are that chip is messed up. Or the socket's messed up, but I don't think it's the socket. I think it's the chip, because I'm grounding out the one leg and it's coming on. And I'm getting like some green retrace lines, and they don't seem that they want to go away. So I'm going to assume that that chip is possibly bad, because those lines are there no matter what I do. This board's been worked on. Somebody has put caps on it. They've reflowed stuff underneath. They changed the transistor. So I'm going to assume the LM1205N is bad. So I'm going to go pop it off the other board. I got to desolder it because it's, I don't think I have one of those chips. I'll look, but pretty confident that that's the problem. Okay, I desoldered this off the other one. So I have that identical chassis in the house that is screwed up, and it has a 9-pin neck board versus a 7-pin, but it has the same LM1205N chip, and I know you can get these chips. Now, I hopefully this is a problem. If not, then it's something with the socket that somebody put in. So let's test it and see. I hope it's just a chip, because then I'll order a couple more so I have them, because then maybe it's a problem or something that they had with these. It didn't feel right. Oh, you know what? There's a little bit of solder on some of these legs from me desoldering it. Just a super tight fit. All right, let me plug this in. Let's see if we get anything. Nope. So it's not the chip. It's got to be a solder joint or something along those lines. All right, let me pull the chassis off. Let me show you guys one more time how much power this monitor actually holds. It's pretty impressive. That's a pretty good spark. 3 so far. I mean, this is one. Now this is, I joke about this sometimes and say, oh, it's not that big a deal. This one would definitely put you on your ass. I'm not going to lie. This one's definitely packing some power. So, all right, let's take a look here. Oh boy, I almost fell off my stool. Looking at somebody's text message. Which one was that? I forget. Put it on continuity. So I was grounding out these two pins right here. These first two. I was actually grounding them to each other. I'm on the wrong side. Well, it's making contact. So I'm at a loss on this one. Okay, that's weird. They're connected in 3 of the 4 spots. Why? Wish I would have tested that other one before I pulled it. So why is it going to that side of that resistor? Or is that a capacitor? It's a jumper. I'm a little confused here. I wonder if those are supposed to be jumped together. Because, so, I don't know if you can see this or not. So these are the 2 legs right here, okay? So this is the first leg of that chip, all right? Comes down here, and that goes to the other side, and it's 1, 2, third one over. It goes through this little cap, okay? And then the weird thing is the second pin over on the chip, okay? Come over here. and it goes through this resistor to this side of the resistor, then it somehow jumps over to here. Could that resistor be bad? I don't know that a resistor should be making noise. Or is this not a resistor? 1, 2, 3, 4 over. It's a resistor. I think it's got an open resistor. Or stuck. Because I don't think that's supposed to be beeping. Especially because I've just tested a ton more. Let's take it out of circuit and see what happens. I'm going to try to do it with this regular solder gun here. That'll be fun. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? So it's the fourth one over, R317. Yeah, thing's tiny. Fuck, am I even gonna get in there? I don't even know how I can even get into it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I got one side off. Maybe. Probably can't see what I'm doing right now. So I lifted one leg off. I'm gonna say I got a bad resistor. So how do I know what size it is? Well, what I could do is take it off of the other one, the other board. I'm gonna go check the other one and see if it beeps as well. Okay, the one in the basement acts the same as this one. So I didn't want to pop that one out. So I had another one. It measured up at 29 ohms. I have a 33 ohm. So I'm going to put that in its place. And I don't think it's going to make a difference, but we can try it. That's all I can do is try. I mean, never know. And I don't remember that chassis in the basement, what was wrong with it. All right, I gotta cut these leads down. My cutters are over there. Just want to roll this out. I don't think it's going to make a difference. Pretty confident that it's not going to, so I am not going to bolt the chassis down. Yeah, same thing. Figured it wouldn't do anything. Like, I don't know why it works when those are connected. Like, what's the reason behind that? Is there a component somewhere else bad, or is it supposed to be connected? Wish that green would go away on the screen too. First off, my width was too big. Red, blue, green. It's cut off. Green drive. That takes it away when I turn the fly back down. But, oh, it comes up. But then it's not bright enough. That looks really good there, actually. Needs to go wider. Too wide. That's pretty good there. Could use a little bit more green. Ow. I just wonder if there's somewhere on that chassis where those two come together and there's something blown on it. Okay, here's what I found, guys. I found all the wires tangled up. Yeah. So, one of these little disc capacitors was reading weird right here. 317. Where the hell's it at? No, 311. Right here. This one was acting weird. The number on it is 104. I replaced it with another one. Let's put this back in and see if it works or not. Hopefully it does, and that's what it was. That would be really nice. Almost done doing monitors, guys. Almost done. Don't have very many left to do. And then the other ones that just need cap kits and little things, I'll just do that off camera. All right, I'm not gonna screw this down yet until I make sure it works. All right, hook up the video. You know what? I should probably put one screw in it for the ground wire. Just to be on the safe side. Actually, it requires two, because the ground wire coming from the plug goes onto here. All right. Okay. So I have that hooked up. Anode cups on, degauss coil. So I just gotta plug it in, it looks like. turn the game on. Get this plugged in and hopefully it comes up. There it is. Awesome. Actually, it looks really good too. So I don't think I really need to do anything with it. Maybe a little bit smaller on the vertical size. And then I'll position it up a little bit. Got a little bit of bleeding going on over here. That's to do with the convergence rings, which somebody's played with, of course. Why not? You can always tell if somebody's played with them by the way, if the glue is missing, because usually they'll come glued together, or they'll have like a white mark on them that goes across all of them. Yeah, they're loose. They are really loose. Trying to sharpen up the lines a little bit here. Nope, that makes it worse. Man, why are those things so loose? I'm gonna have to probably put some glue on them. I gotta tighten this by hand because you do not want to use a drill to tighten those. You'll shatter that tube in a heartbeat. Yeah, do not like the fact that these things are all over the place. I'm gonna mess with it for a couple minutes and then I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna glue it. Okay, I got it real good. I don't have to glue it. There's a locking ring on this right here. This last bit here, if you turn it, it'll tighten up all the rings. So we're tight now. So, all right guys, well, I can take my sticker off. This now officially works and looks really well, or really good. I did bring out another one here. Thomas from Florida sent me a K7000 chassis with a 9-pin neck board, because that monitor needs a 9-pin neck board. I want to check the tube first again to verify that it can accept a K7000. So this is a Wells Gardner K7000. Looks awesome. So we saved another one, guys. Okay, here's the K7000 with the 9-pin neck board. I wonder if you can switch the 7 and a 9. I don't know if it matters. Grabbing the tube here. There is some screen burn on it, but it is what it is. Okay, let's, I gotta grab my meter. Let's see what we got here for yoke readings. Ah, crap, I need an adapter. I think I have one in the house. So, well, we can still check it. It just won't plug into that chassis right at the moment. So we have blue and red. 3.0, and then our green and yellow 13.9, 13.8 should work fine. So I'm gonna go grab an adapter from the house. Pretty positive I have one. And then we'll get this hooked up. All right, this is the adapter right here. So this just plugs into here, clips in, and we can get our chassis mounted. Looks like I'm gonna have to splice the ground for the neck. Goes. Oh, this one, I'm gonna have to cut the degauze wire. The connector, it's too narrow. It's not separated enough. So just like that, you pop it apart, and then you can plug in your coil. Extra ground wire for now. Okay, we gotta hook up this ground. This is a Vision Pro monitor again. Well, not anymore, but was. Stupid tape on it from touchscreen. This is going to be a dual sync because we're using a K7000 chassis now. I'm gonna put a screw in there. Put two for now. Thick metal. Okay. All right. These ones never do static. I don't know why. Flyback's up too high. Vertical's out of position. Vertical hold. It's upside down. That's all right. Not a big deal. We need vertical size. Okay. And it's backwards. The red and blue are backwards. It's definitely really narrow. Try spinning that with coil. Hopefully it moves. Got to turn it off for this. It's moving. It's stiff a little bit, but it's moving. It moved a little bit. All right, give me a couple minutes. Okay, another one, the width coil won't move. So, I did order a capacitor kit for the width, and I'm gonna change them out. I'm probably gonna have to order another kit because I'm not gonna buy a bunch of $50 coils, horizontal coils, width coils, when I could just put a capacitor in there to change it. All right, needs width. I just put needs width coil, but I know what that means. So let me pause this for a minute. Okay, I have a 4600 chassis here. It's already on a metal plate, but I'll probably have to take it off the metal plate. I was kind of hoping not to. So the flyback mounts right here. There's one screw in there still. Needs an upper screw put in. I might be able to get that plate to work because that width coil's glued on there and stuff, and I'd rather not screw with it. Because you know what'll happen as soon as I touch it. Fall apart. I have to get some more screws. Yeah, I could just bend those two tabs down. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna, this is already all busted up in there anyways. Oh. Guess I'll use a hammer. That'll be awesome. Do I have one? Sure do. And those could always be bent back up. So it's not the end of the world. What the hell? Why is there a wire? That's where the degauss plugs in. Maybe it was being tested without a coil. So here's what I'm talking about. You have these wires that go onto your yoke, and we have blue, green, yellow, red. Okay, stick this on. We have our ground wire, which goes up to here. Let's place that in. We got our video cards, our 2 cards. Oh. All right. There's no top bar on here. Oh, you know what? There's no power supply on here either. I gotta grab that. It wouldn't fire up without it. All right, I gotta go grab the power supply, or whatever you want to call it. Yep, won't work if I don't put this on. All right, I need a couple screws. Should have grabbed them. All right, I believe I have everything hooked up. Got some screen burn on this one. Don't know what it's from, but all right, Video's hooked up. Ground to the neck board's hooked up. Anode cup is in. Flyback is mounted. Power to the unit. Degauss is hooked up. Power section is hooked up. I think we're good to go. Not here. Oh, you know what? No, it's hooked up. Not getting high voltage. We got nothing. Oh, there it is. Interesting. What's the deal with that? What the hell's going on with that? I don't know, we're not even getting a picture. We're just getting colors. Wonder what the B plus is at. Ugh. 123.5. Can I reach it? Not really. Not going up, stuck at 123.5. There we go. No, we went down. We're at 117.9. So it does go the other way. $124. stuck at 124. I mean, in theory, we should be getting a picture, though. And we're just not. All right, well, screw with it for a couple minutes, see what I come up with. All right, I'm done screwing with it for tonight. I think the game board in that poker cabinet might have went bad. It's getting voltage and stuff, but I'm just not getting a signal out. I don't think it's the monitor. I think it's the board. So, all right, well, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4 more really good ones. This one needs some work. But another day, more projects done. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you guys later. All right, I got it to come on, but the picture's horrible. I don't know why yet. This would be the second 4600 that looks like this. This one, I can't get the red to go down yet, so I'm not sure what's wrong with it yet, but at least I know it's working. So, all right, guys, I'm ending this video, and I'll see you guys later.